Welcome to the PartyPoker.com European Open with a prize fund of $360,000, a dozen professionals, 6 celebrities and 23 contestants who qualified via the internet for this Texas Hold'em showdown. Coming up first, our celebrity table. The winner goes through to the first heat. Now, in No Limit Texas Hold'em, play begins with each player receiving 2 cards face down from the dealer. Players must then make a betting decision solely based on the value of those 2 cards alone. There's a total of 4 betting rounds, during which the flop, turn and river, which are community cards, come out onto the table. The flop's 3 cards, the turn and river 1 card each. And at the end of the hand, the players must make the best 5-card poker hand out of the 7 cards available to take the pot. Now remember, it's no limit betting, so players can bet up to all of their chips at any time during their hand. The celebrity sports stars were there getting ready and are quite experienced at Texas Hold'em.
I had a bit more experience over a couple of the other guys, but I've played 2 or 3 of these guys I've played against before. But Teddy Sheringham, I've never played against in cards in Hold'em. I know he plays cash games, but I'm looking forward to coming up against him, my own strike partner.
It's a fun game. I enjoy playing it, so whether I could do it on a regular basis, I don't know. But I'm here to enjoy it today, so we'll see.
Well, I've watched Teddy Sheringham and Tony Cascarino play. I think Tony's the one to watch. I think he's the most experienced of the lot of us.
The fun and games already started just in the dressing room here. You got John McCurrick, who's telling everybody he is the worst player ever lived. And has anybody got any tips for him? There's Rod Harrington. He's saying he's never ever played the game, and in actual fact he's just had a coach come in for him and take him away to give him a quick half an hour's preparation. So these two might be the best bluffers in the game.
They're a tough lot. Tony Cascarino has been on the circuit for a long time. Matthew Stevens, one of the best of the snooker players, and they're very good. We've seen how Jimmy White, Stephen Hendry play, so they are very good. Ed Giddens, a real star at the game. I think I've got Teddy Sheringham, of course, the way he plays football well. The footballers are pretty good too, and he's got a good record in these tournaments. It's going to be very, very hard. I've got absolutely no chance. All I'm saying is if you're having a bet on this, if you can possibly have a bet on this, the first one to be knocked out, lay me any price to be knocked out first. I'm a big odds-on chance to go out first. If I survive beating one, it'll be an absolute miracle.
Mad Marty's just given me a half an hour, and I actually didn't realise how much skill you needed for the game, to be quite honest. But hopefully it'll get me through.
There's a great trophy and $150,000 for the winner. Let's join Gary Jones and the voice of poker, Jessie May.
Our first player this evening in seat number 6. He's one of the great England football internationals who's remembered for scoring the winning goal in the last minute of the 1999-2000 Champions League Cup. This is Teddy Sheringham. He's played a little poker before, did very well in the celebrity heat where his heartbeat never started moving, and Sheringham is here tonight in the celebrity heat. In seat number 5, it's Welsh snooker player Matthew Stevens. Stevens has played quite a bit of poker lately. He's in that snooker poker school with Jimmy White, Steve Davis, and Mark Williams. First time on television, Matthew Stevens ready to play. In seat number 4, it's former world #1 and double world dart match play champion Rod Harrington. Harrington is from Essex, and tonight will be his first time ever playing in a live poker tournament. But with 50 ranking tournaments won worldwide in darts, Harrington will be hoping for gold tonight. In seat number 3, it is former Irish international footballer Tony Cascarino. Tony is easily the most experienced player in tonight's heat. He's played over 2 years of poker, touring around France, and has placed in a few live tournaments, including a 3rd place in a live tournament in Walsall just last year. In seat number 2, it is cricketer, former international fast bowler Ed Giddens. just back from Aruba, where he was playing poker. Giddens has come lately to the poker scene, but he has been quick on the uptake. This will be his first time playing in a televised poker tournament, but Giddens certainly knows his way around a hold'em table. And our final player this evening, complete with the bling bling. He'll punt on anything. This is John McCrearick, racing tipster, punter, columnist. McCrearick is as famous for his clothes as he is his cards. He made the final table of a televised poker event just last year, and McCrearick likes the big cigars and the big bluffs. Six players playing down to one. This is the $360,000 PartyPoker.com European Open on 5. The dealers showed up now, and we will shuffle up and deal.
Okay, guys, 1, 2.
I'll be joined this evening by the top-ranked British player in the 2004 World Series of Poker, Gary Jones. Evening, Gary. How do you rate this field?
Well, we've actually got quite an interesting lineup here. We've got the experience of Tony Cascarino, definitely the bookie's favourite, as John McCrearick would probably make him. We've also got some needle play as well between Tony Cascarino and Teddy Sheringham. Tony has pointed out that he always seems to come second place to Teddy Sheringham, so I think he's going to make sure it's not going to happen tonight.
All 5-card poker hands fall into the official ranking of poker hands. At the bottom of the ladder is high card only. Next is 1 pair, then 2 pair, then 3 of a kind. A straight is 5 cards in a row of any suits. Remember, ace can be used high or low. A flush, 5 cards of the same suit in any order. Next is full house, which is 3 of a kind plus a pair. 4 of a kind is what it says. And a straight flush, that's 5 in a row, all the same suit. Royal flush is higher yet. That's a straight flush, ace high. 16 hands played, and Teddy Sheringham comfortably in front. McCrearick has been silent, but Cascarino is the one your eyes are on because he could be first out the door. And look at that, he's played 9 hands and only won 4 of them. Not the kind of record you want to have in a poker tournament.
Absolutely not. Not unless the 4 that you won were all big double-ups.
Fair enough. Teddy Sheringham counting his stack. It's pretty high enough. Those red chips, of course, 5,000 apiece. And he'll be in the big blind for 2,000 this time, saying, come and get me. Folded around to Cascarino, who says, I've got no time to wait. 7,000, and that's a pretty good hand to raise with.
And he's managed to pick up the pot.
Yeah, Queen Jack suited will take the money. Blind's not so big now, but every time you take a pot uncontested, 3,000 to your stack. And floorman Thomas Kremser has announced time to raise the blinds, 2,000 and 4,000 now. That could step this game up out of the mud a little bit.
Absolutely. I think we've had enough foreplay already. I think it's time to get down to some serious action. And Tony Cascarino needs to win the next hand he plays, really. With only 48,000, he doesn't want to let himself go through the blinds too many times.
It's John McCrearick in the big blind with 4,000, which means Ed Giddens will have the first option on taking that money. 4,000 to call. More if you like it. And the cricketer says no.
Raise to 12,000.
Cascarino sticking 12,000 in. That is about 1/4 of his stack. And with 2 5s, Gary, is he committed to this pot?
Well, I don't know if he's going to be able to pass if anyone comes over the top of him. Leaving himself with 36,000 is not a lot, especially when it's only really 1 prize.
Well, Rod Harrington has said, I'll have a peek from behind, and we are head up here. Cascarino